Yay! Hello, Valtopia. Hey, honey, this is Val Cripps, and this is my cousin Jessica Berney.
Hello.
Yay! And we're going live today. Jessica's an amazing real estate agent is that what I call you? Agent? Real estate boss? Queen?
Yes, please.
There you
I'll
go.
take
Real
it.
estate boss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aw, I love you.
I love you too.
And so she lives in Vegas, and she has a lot of gorgeous properties and a beautiful business that she's been running for a few years. And she's popped in town today, and we were talking about your business and how you have all these amazing deals in the works. And then there's this feeling of like, why aren't they booking? What's going on?
Yeah, I feel like a weird energy block. I literally have like maybe $7 to $8 million worth of clients that want to purchase within the next 3 to 4 months. And for some reason, it's just not happening. And I'm busy and working. And that's the frustrating part because we don't get paid till we close a deal.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but I need to close some deals, man.
Right. Right. And I thought, I've done some energy work with you, and you do a lot of self-care and self-development, and you're growing all the time. And like in the first experience that we did together, you had a visceral body response to the clearing.
Powerful. We were like on the beach, right?
Yeah.
And I literally I think I ended up with a fever or something.
Yeah, right away.
It was insane. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, we did a very deep I remember we did a very deep clearing. We started at the beach, and then we went down into the family room, and we went in the evening, and you immediately started shuddering, and you just came down with like a fever right away. And then what shifted for you after that? Like after that clearing, did you feel the shift?
I did, because it was emotional. It was definitely like there was some trauma or something happening like within my body, and like you helped me like release it. I didn't actually. I didn't believe in that, or even like that wasn't on my radar before that happened. And like you set me off on this like new path of learning how to actually feel in my body and really like move through life differently. Like what feels good in my body, like here, like I need to feel here in my heart. And you actually you set me on that journey.
Oh, that's exciting. I love
awesome.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I think when we have that trauma and we haven't yet accessed our own awareness, there's a feeling of helplessness and powerlessness that is real. It's so real. And you actually, at that point, don't have access to your feelings because you haven't found it and nobody's shown you. So once you have access, then you begin a journey. And now you find yourself in a position where you can kind of feel those energetic blocks because you're much more aware. And now you'd like to say, okay, and I feel everything right here. I feel I feel all the energy.
It's always right here for me. Because like sometimes it's so weird. Like sometimes I don't feel heard, and I have a soft voice, and people literally will be like, "I can't hear you." So it comes down to like it's that like obvious. Like I don't feel like I'm heard sometimes, and people will tell me I can't hear you. And it's just like, okay, so how do I? And I. Like when you worked on me, like that's where it started to change for me. Like I actually got sick and it started in my throat.
There was all that lockdown of perception. So one thing I want to say about not feeling heard, because that was one of my things too, that I thought people couldn't see me or know me because I was too weird. Which, I am pretty weird.
Yes, I love it.
But it's amazing, right? And so when I ground into, okay, I'm weird and it's fucking fantastic, people go, ooh, you're weird and fantastic. Not, oh, you're weird and weird, because I was thinking it, right? What we think and feel inside of ourselves. So that feeling of not being heard, you want to look and first see where you feel that in your body, and you know why, probably, so you can find the root. And then you want to set a new belief. So let's tune into this with your real estate, right? So I feel all this energy in your chest. And I wanted to bring this up because I'm working with clients just like you now. Because I used to sort of think I was supposed to work with more creative people or more spiritual people. And really the people that respond the most exponentially to my work are actually really very grounded, practical people that are super intrigued, like you, in the ability to expand your awareness and you're super intuitive and gifted, and you're kind of like, oh, you know, when I lean into that part of myself, things are easier.
Yeah.
But I don't quite know how to. It doesn't come naturally yet to me. How do I lean more deeply into that? And so,
and I will say, like, the times I've tried so many different things. Like, I've tried self-awareness courses, I've tried plant medicine, I've tried everything you can imagine, thinking like I needed to go do that. And then here I am with my family member, my cousin, and every time I see her, she literally like infuses me with something so simple. And I walk away with real tangible results. And it's funny because I want to like undervalue it, but then like, and I hate saying that, but
it's just my cousin.
It's
right?
just like, yeah, like I almost take it for granted. And then like I walk away and I'm like, holy crap, like she just like literally changed the course of my life and my awareness, and I have no idea what she just did, but like it's awesome. Like you have done that for me time and time again.
Aww.
And like every time I am with you, like something pretty amazing happens.
Yay.
So I don't know, it's pretty rad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love you. What would you say to somebody, like, because those things are so subtle, and like the first time
subtle.
you didn't know that you had all this blockage in a sense. I know one of our meetings you met your guides and they were like touching your back.
Ooh, yeah, that was intense. I was on the phone with you and I was standing at my counter and I had my like hands like kind of flanked in front of me, resting on the counter, and like I just literally felt like I literally had like my crew like standing next to me, and I was like, oh my god, like it was the craziest feeling in the world. And I had never really like done any of that before or really been in tune with that before. And I could see them, I could feel them. And I've had several experiences like confirming it. I remember I was at a retreat and this woman had come up to me and she goes, I'm supposed to talk to you right now. She goes, I just want you to know, like, angels talk to me and they're wanting to talk to you right now. And she was having a really emotional time last year, and I was waking up and crying in the morning and just like guttural cries by myself. Nobody knew about it. I'm okay to talk about it now. And she said, I know you're crying every single morning. And she goes, you're not alone, they're with you. And I was just thinking about the time that like you and I were together and talking and how I had my angels there, and I was like, how come I'm not paying attention to this? Like, this is something huge. Like, I'm not alone, you know? So, and again, you were like right there, like telling me like,
they're here.
And like I have like a whole crew apparently. Like I have a big like,
we do. We're so connected.
Yeah, and I feel like I don't know what my block is to it. I think I need to be more in tune to it, because I do feel like I do have like
Should we bring them in right now?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
And, I think that we resist it. Sometimes we resist it because when we ask for more, we ask for more.
Yeah.
And when we ask for more, things happen, right? So that's my intuitive hit. Like,
you're right.
Part of you is like, I'm good right now. I don't really want any more drama.
I'm good in my own misery.
Yeah, let me stay.
Don't bother me while I'm miserable.
Right, leave me right here in my, So, okay, so that energy, when we have energy here, that's like fear and guilt and shame.
Yes.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be tied to anything rational. It can just be something that we've been used to. And I know that's probably your case, because you had an experience of life one way, and now you've done so much work to shift it. And those are the people I like to work with the most, because you've done the work and you have shifted, but there's parts of your body and being that are unconvinced. You feel that?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, and we'll do some more work after we're off the camera. But I wanna. So as you tune into that feeling of this right here, I feel it shifting already. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel it.
It's so weird when you mentioned it, because I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, and now, yes, it's subtle, but I feel it. Yeah. I do.
So if you close your eyes and you tune into it and ask your guides, you know, and do you feel your guides coming more present now that we've called them in and we're grounded and connected, and just that if there's any message that comes through about this energy for you in terms of what resistance this is. And I know I'm putting you on the spot, so it's okay.
Just to have faith in the unknown and not try to control my outcome. I'm feeling like when I try to control my outcome, like if there's a level of 1 to 10 on how to control my outcome, like 1 being like a not great experience, but at least I know what it is, and 10 being like an amazing experience, but I have no idea what that looks like because I feel like I control everything too much.
Yeah.
So I'm just feeling like right now I'm in the position, well, and it's not by choice, where I have to really use my faith and just dive into that and know, just let the universe and my angels and whatever take care of me. Yeah. And trust it.
Yes.
And I am scared shitless because I'm so used to like being like, well, I'm gonna control it, and by doing that, this is the outcome I'm gonna get. And you know what? It's not great, but it's better than not.
That's why you're being gifted this moment of like you've got all these deals in the works, and okay. So here's what I like to think of when we feel that need to control, and you're choosing the control over expansion.
Yes.
That's a comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
And so the way you can feel more comfortable is understanding that setting intentions is the way you control things.
So I have tried, like have tried to set intentions, and I have a group of women that I'm very close to, and everybody's like, what is your intention? What is your intention? And I don't know, it's hard to like even do that. Like I feel like I need to set it and then let it go.
You do.
And that's the part I have
That's the part you have a hard time with.
I set it and then I hold it and obsess about it, and I don't want to let it go.
Yeah, that's where
that's like, I'm like, you're not going anywhere.
Right.
And that's the hard part, because then it doesn't happen, because I'm like, oh, it's going to happen. It's around the corner. I know it. And then it doesn't ever happen.
Right. Well, let's say it does, but you are a powerful manifester.
Very.
And you have moments where you do get in the flow and relax and release. So let's just remind your mind that you are a powerful manifester. We all are, but I've seen you allow creation in your life.
And it happens, and that's like a whole nother one, because I've manifested the shit out of my life, and I've gotten exactly what I wanted, and it'll show up like literally exactly the way I want it, and I'll be like, well, I didn't want that though. Like, how come? Holy crap! Like, I literally got everything I wanted, but the package is showing up in, it's not resonating with me, and I'm like, I need to like redo, like I need to figure out how to like I've had to like completely like start thinking differently even about that. Like I have been able to manifest some pretty amazing things into my life, but literally it'll show up exactly how I want it, and it's like, oh, that's what it is.
So that's where the lack of well, then that's where maybe you were so specific, but you weren't actually specific about the feelings that you wanted and the intentions. It's all about the feelings. It's not about the stuff. It's all about the feelings, and that's where you let go. That's where you live in harmony with the mystery, because essentially we're here with being guided with our desires. Our desires are our blueprint of what we need and want. And they're valid. Most people get their desires and then they think, well, I'm not allowed to have that, because that's the life experience we've had. So then you go about trying to ask for something you think you're allowed to have. And that's fucked up. Don't do that. Nobody was gifted Jessica Berney's body, mind, being, story, DNA, history, connection into the earth, frequency. Nobody else has it. And so those desires that you feel deep inside of you, they're blueprint. And trying to kowtow to other people is a recipe for bullshit.
It is.
All right, so first of all, let's just acknowledge and forgive ourselves for ever being in a state of bullshit and people pleasing and giving over our divine desires to please other people because we were just trying to be a nice girl or make it easier for everybody and ourselves included. So let's take a deep breath into that. And you can play along with us if you're watching live. Hi, Vanessa, welcome. Hey, everybody. I'm here with my cousin Jessica, and we're talking about intentions and setting desires and clearing blocks that you've created for yourself knowingly in order to protect and control your environment rather than leaning into your desires and setting powerful intentions and then knowing and deciding it's done. You know, some of my mentors always talk about when you put your recipe into when you go to a restaurant and ask for food, you don't then go bug the waiter every 2 minutes. Hey, is that Chinese chicken salad ready?
Yeah.
Is it like, are you gonna put the Crispies on it? Like, hey, did you put the dressing on that when it comes? You know, it's like, no, you order your chicken salad and then you talk to your friend and then
it shows up magically.
It shows up, yeah. And that's most of the time how it's supposed to be. So this energy is really popping. Do you feel it? It's like, yeah, it's expanding. It's okay. It's when we start to get into this, my priestess or my healers come in and they start to open it up. It feels acute. Do you feel anxiety or uncomfortable?
I do a little bit.
For being live or for doing or for this moving through this energy?
Just moving through the energy. I'm used to doing lives because of real estate, but I just feel like I'm going into the unknown, and like I don't have a choice. Like life is literally going, hey, you've wanted this for so long. You've wanted these drastic changes. You've wanted to do these things in your life and you're not allowing yourself to. So we're going to step in and make it happen for you. And it's going to be very fucking uncomfortable. And I feel like, it's
well, discomfort, discomfort means we're changing, and that's good. Yeah. But you can set your intentions to feel grounded in the transformation.
Okay.
Because you're guiding it. You know, when we say, and they're doing this to me, it's actually us. Like it's our higher self in conjunction with everybody else's higher self.
Okay.
Like
our spirit?
Yeah.
Like
our soul selves.
Whoever we are?
Yes.
Okay.
Our highest being, our inner self, our highest soul.
I want to connect more with that too. Like I was listening to it on, like Oprah did like a thing with Gwyneth Paltrow, like on the GOOP podcast. But I mean, I just listened to like a snippet of it. But just when she was talking about it, she was like, yeah, your spirit, it's an essence of who you are.
Yeah.
It's your eternal being. And I started thinking this morning, like, well, who is that? Like, who is that person? Like,
that's who
I know who I
you.
am here, but like, who is that person? And I started thinking about it on my plane ride here. Like, how do I connect more with that girl?
Yeah.
Or that whoever, you know, like I want that.
Every day. That's your guidance. That's your desires. That's your knowing. That's you. And when you felt your mother and father soul guides, that's you.
Oh,
that's your
really?
highest being. Yeah, because that's what I believe. Hi, Marlene. Marlene says weed helps with that. Yeah, well, I open people's chakras without weed. I mean, I'm a fan of cannabis, but we do that without the weed just by what I do. So should we do some grounding and opening the chakras and connecting with your higher being right now?
Let's do it.
All right.
Absolutely.
So you guys can do this along with me. What I'm going to do is tone.
Okay.
Because this is painful to me, and I want to move the energy, this tight energy, and it'll move, and you guys feeling it might too. Hey, Courtney. So put your feet on the ground, or put your feet on the, whatever you're connected in with the earth, and let yourself feel the energy running down and connecting into the earth. And we're just going to do a toning, and you guys can feel the energy running at your feet and feel yourself connected into earth and tap into your higher self as we do this together. So that's the intention of this tone in this moment right now, is for you to ground deeply into the earth, to feel your body, and to feel your higher self come fully into your body in a loving and powerful way, and to know what that feels like. So ready? We're going to do a tone, and that's going to come in. My voice cracked. I love it. So what do you feel as we're doing this tone? Do you feel the energy sort of moving down your chest now? Slowly into your solar plexus now, right?
Yeah, and down my back for some reason.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow, that was like intense.
Yeah, it is. What did you feel? In
a really like good way. It wasn't uncomfortable. It was, I was definitely like, I wanted more. I was like,
yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing with the tone and the light language? Like, you just bathe in these frequencies and things start to change inside of you. I don't know how it works, but I do, but.
Yeah, no, it was, that little bit I was like, I wanted more.
I love it. So this is still a little bit popping. So we're just gonna start this discussion, and then you and I are gonna get off the video, and we're gonna keep going, and then when we're together again in a couple, aren't you coming here in a couple weeks? We'll do a follow-up, and we'll see how much you opened up from the work that we do together. I think it's hard for people to understand how powerful it is to open your chakras, to open your energy centers, to clear your auric field, to feel grounded, and to know that connection, and that you guide that connection instead of it feeling like this thing that happens and maybe I'll get to talk to no, it's yours all the time. And the only thing keeping you from it is just, this is practice. We practice every day. And it's not even practice, it's just the beingness of it, the being in your own energy. And one of the most powerful things for me as an empath, and I know you are very empathic, most of us that are highly sensitive and aware are, the more time you spend in your own energy and know that good feeling of it, the more when you're around other people and not in it, it'll be jarring to you.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, ooh, what used to feel familiar, right? We were talking about feeling familiar, being familiar with discomfort and being familiar with being in control because it feels safe. That will begin to feel very jarring. And you'll be like, oh no.
You're like, I don't like this.
Like that's not control. That's manipulation of myself and others, and doesn't allow like my genius to flow through. It doesn't allow the energy to be open to what are we gonna have today?
Yeah.
And we talk about being fearless. It's not being fearless, it's being faithful.
Yeah, stepping into faith essentially. And I didn't grasp that concept till recently. And it's scary, but
it isn't scary when you trust.
And I had an experience with that in December. I was definitely going through I was trying to control. And I remember I was in the shower and I put my hands up like this. And I remember I created this vortex or tunnel or something. And I remember being able to physically move out the negative. I remember being no, I'm not letting the negative in. I'm only letting light, positive, happiness, energy, wonderful, amazing, I was using, and I remember getting goosebumps.
Yeah, you were calling
and shortly after that, I picked up a client and was able to back-to-back deals, and that happened very quickly. And I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it was happening. I was like, oh my gosh, this isn't somebody I had to nurture for a lead, or this happened so quickly. But again, I underrated my practice of doing that every day.
It's huge.
So yes, I believe in it, and it is a practice, just like exercising or anything else.
Yeah, it is. And it's not that we're saying, hi Sarah, it's not that we're saying ignore your bad feelings at all. You get to witness, for me, and with my clients, the process is, what do I want? Okay. What am I being called to? And then what comes up that says, I can't have that? Where are you ego tripping? That's not oh, okay, I'm having these negative thoughts, now let me ignore them and be all love and light. No, it's what is making me feel like I can't have that? Where am I thinking? And then you write it down, address it, and notice it, and see where it registers in your body. Then you do the work of releasing and clearing that and establishing the new belief. And this is where a lot of people don't do the work. And that's what you were doing when you were calling in the light, and you were training your mind to create what you wanted. The mind will just fucking do what it thinks it's supposed to do. So if you can teach your mind to, it's supposed to bring in a $10,000 client today, well then every day that you decide that and create that availability in your life. And that's what I'm talking to clients. The clients I'm talking to have channels set up to bring in thousands and millions of dollar clients.
My channels are totally set up.
You're all set up.
I just don't actually I don't turn on the TV, my whatever you want to call it. I kind of like, oh, cool, it's on autopilot now. I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
And I think it needs to be a part of you're reminding me it needs to be a part of my self-care, just like meditating or exercising or eating right. I feel like this is just another like integral part of how I'm going to live my life if I want to create that flow or that ease or that feeling of like peacefulness within myself.
Yeah, and that control. That control is actually you nourishing and beefing yourself up to be ready for what you desire. That's embodiment. It's like, okay, I desire this. Right now I don't really feel up to that, but I deserve this. This is the reality I've tapped into that already exists in another dimension. Let me become that. And then you are it.
Yeah.
And that other version of you, you look back and you think, ooh, it wasn't that jarring to be in that place. I'm glad I moved. Thank you for the lessons. Let me move forward. And I feel like part of your unlocking the blocks to these millions of dollars, I feel it in the heart chakra. It's going to be forgiveness to yourself.
Okay.
That uptight, like, I got to control. I didn't do it right.
Yeah.
That's all going to shift into more compassion and curiosity.
Okay.
Like, ooh, isn't this amusing? Look at me. I got nervous again.
Well, at least I'll have the contrast down. I'll know what this past experience is. So when the new comes in, I'll be able to embrace it and be ready for it.
Yeah.
Because I want it. I definitely want it.
Yeah.
I want I've been praying for a drastic change in my life for so long. I have my candles and my altar, and I go to it every day, and I just like pray, okay, give me a drastic change, and people are like, be careful what you pray for.
Don't just ask for a drastic change.
I've been like, I've been tweaking it like in regards to what I want and what that looks like, and it's been a lot of fun to think about it because I literally will get goosebumps when I do it, and I like it feels really cool when I do it. So I feel like for some reason, this February is going to be a game changer for my life. When you talk to me in March, I'll be back in March.
Yep.
I'm really excited to tell you because I'm stepping into faith right now on camera, and I'm telling everybody, including you, that I feel like I'm going to look
Name
back.
it and claim it, honey.
I'm going to look back and go, wow, like, holy shit. Like, I literally, like, just transcended everything I thought I could have, and I don't know what it's going to look like. I'm actually a little nervous to think about it.
Intentions.
I'm really excited because I'm stepping into something so weird, like not weird, different, I should say. And I think it's crazy because I came here to get my passport in order.
It was time for your update.
Like, how crazy is it that I get to like do this with you? Because I feel like this is going to be a course corrector for me. I feel like you being with me right now, the passport, whatever, it's a necessary thing I need to have to go where I'm going, but being able to be here with you now is a course corrector, and it's really gonna like.
I love that term, course correction. That's a great reason to book in because we get caught up in our stuff. Yeah. And
totally.
Yeah. Ooh, I feel a lot of energy there. Okay. I love you. I love you so much. So we're gonna keep you posted on this shift. Hi, Nanda. Yes, Deborah says, name it and claim it. Kids stepping in faith. Absolutely. And those places where when you name it and claim it and you get excited and even nervous, that's like, those are your clues. And like when bad shit happens after you've named it and claimed it, that's when you go, thank you. It's like you're squeezing a zit. Like get
all the junk out
so you can reformulate and regenerate the skin and have a new zit come through. No, I'm just kidding. So I can't wait to update you with what happens, and we're gonna go offline and have our lunch now and do the rest of this shifting and having fun. And listen, if you're watching this and you are just like Jess, and you have an amazing business and you already have set up channels of income and you're feeling a little bit of a lag or like a plateau where you're like, wait, what is going on here? And you feel like you're like Jess, you're a high achieving, highly sensitive boss bitch, and you have a history that tells you you need to control things because you're not safe. We need to shift the energy of that dynamic because everything you've worked so hard to set up is yours to have. And all the people you're going to get into their homes are so lucky to have you start their lives. It's not like you're just looking for money and to book a sale. You are so involved with your clients and you share their stories everywhere. And so that's what I want you to understand too. as you glow up inside and we do this clearing, those people will now see you.
Yeah, and you talked about intention, so it's weird. Like, I just felt my intention with my clients and like what I feel like is going to work for me.
Yeah.
I'm not about numbers when it comes to like how many deals or units or whatever I can sell. I'm about the people.
Yeah.
Like for me, I thrive off being able to have like that connection with somebody. So my intention is that any client that I am in contact with, I'm gonna give them my full attention, no matter what, you know, that looks like. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to let them, I want them to know that they matter. I want them to know like that they're not the only ones feeling this, and that I can help absorb some of those feelings and transform them and those feelings into something amazing, so they feel like, you know, I got them.
Their
like
dreams
I just
come
want them
true.
to feel.
Yeah.
I just want to focus on one story at a time with them and make sure I'm like super present for them, and not be thinking of like what I'm gonna say next or do next, but be there for them 100%.
Right.
I feel like doing that will help me create a business worth having, and I'll feel good about it too.
Yeah, well, that is what you do.
Yeah.
That is what you do. And I would also set the intention behind the scenes that you can have many clients at once and have that experience, because you are very capable and thoughtful and guided.
Absolutely.
Because you might trip yourself up and think, oh, I can't have too many clients because I want to take care of them.
No,
you've got it.
I want to have a lot of clients because I just started working with my mom, and my brother is coming into the business too. And, you know, she's had her license for years, and we haven't worked together. And for some reason, it just feels right to work with her. In fact, I'm going on a big trip with her, and she's the one that kind of extended this olive branch and said, come with me. I want to repair our relationship, and I want to spend this time with you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I feel like this is like a good like lift off for our future together as a family. Like, I'm very excited about being with her and spending that time with her in an amazing place. So I'm very excited.
I can't wait. Yay.
Yeah.
So if you guys are in Vegas or looking to buy real estate in Vegas, reach out to Jessica. And if you're watching this and you want to open up, hi Keisha, you want to open up your perceived blocks to the channels of income you've created for yourself, you're experiencing a plateau, honey, the glow up is on. There's 2 spots left. I have a successfully completed application or 2 already in my inbox, and I'm going to be on some calls
like,
today.
Right before live.
Right, and I'm so excited about these clients. So there's 2 spots left at 5K, and for January, you need to sign up right now, and then it goes up to 8K in February, because it's a 6-week immersion. I am just like my cousin. I care about my clients, and I want them to have a changed experience in their life, and I'm deeply committed day to day through this experience. I've done a ton of videos describing the process, so go look at the videos, and I'll be back on tomorrow to describe the process more deeply, but go to valtopia.com and sign up, and own your frequency, Supernova. There's nobody like you. You got this, right?
Yes.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.